Hi there, and welcome back to Helping Hands. Today we're going to be reviewing the Volvo V70 year 2010. And the reason why we made this channel and we make these videos is indeed to lend a helping hand. And we're going to be doing an array of topics and videos. A lot of times it's products and different things. But also, just knowledge, different types of subjects of knowledge that we may have and acquired through the years, and just bring it to you from a different perspective that perhaps would be helpful to you in your life. So, like I said, today it's going to be on a classic car. I forget how many years it is before it becomes a true classic, but it's getting there. It's definitely an older model, and just the way it's made, it feels very classic. The 2010 Volvo V70, when you drive it, like a lot of Volvos, especially the bigger ones and the older ones, they kind of feel like you're driving a tank because they're so heavy and well constructed, well made European cars. And they're also rated for, they have one of the highest ratings for safety as well, the way that they're made. This particular Volvo V70, it's a V6. It's not a V8. With being such a big and heavy car, you think it is a V8, but it's a V6, and I kind of sought that out. I didn't really want a V8. I mean, some of you might like all that power, but the V6 alone on this vehicle was plenty of power. That engine is quite powerful. It really is, and it's really smooth. And I had it for about 7 to 8 years. I bought it used, and it only had like 20,000 miles on it when I bought it from the actual dealer, the Volvo dealer, our local Volvo dealer. And I was told that it was only driven locally, and they had the Volvo dealer had all the records on the car because they only drove it locally. It was local owners, and they had all the records from all the service they received at the dealership. And it was kind of like the same thing with me. I no longer have the car, and I'm just local. I didn't drive it out of the state, although I wish I would have, because it would have been quite the enjoyable drive and ride. But I did drive it to different places within the state, and it was such a luxury, comfortable but powerful ride. I sold this vehicle to someone finally in Arizona. That's where he had the car shipped to him. I think it might have been his second residence. I just had it shipped to him. He bought it, and again, I took such good care of it, just like the first owner. It was a 2-owner car, and that was it. And now, of course, this gentleman owns it. But I have to say, and when you find a car like that, you want to pick it up, because it's not that frequent that you find one that's so well cared for. And then, like I said, I got this Volvo. It only had 20,000 miles on it. And again, it was just locally driven and had all its records at the Volvo dealer. And the same with me. I drove it just within the state, and it had all its records on file with that particular Volvo dealer. And I take care of my stuff. Just, my friends know that that's how I am. That's just how I am. I take care of all my things really, really well, and it pays off, because then you can always sell something and you know that the other person will buy, there's going to be plenty of buyers because of the well maintenance, especially on vehicles. So so yeah, if you have a chance to buy one of these vehicles, of course, if you got a deal like I did, 20,000 miles, or you have one with a low mileage, and even me, when I sold mine, it still wasn't that high in mileage. So the guy got a really good deal, and like I said, it was exceptionally cared for by me. Had no tears, no rips in the seats. Everything was just pristine as well when I sold it to this man in from Arizona. So if you can catch one like that, of course, it's great to do that. And if you're like me, you like classic cars, that's another reason why I have fun doing these videos. I hope to have another classic someday, soon, because I do love them so much more than new cars. Right now I don't have any classics, but I have had, I've had 2 classics in my lifetime. And that was, I have another video on the Carmen Ghia that I own. One of my first car, it was my first car. And then, of course, this Volvo. So, but I hope to have another one in the future, classic car. But yeah, if you guys get a chance to get a car like this that is well maintained, it's so worth it, because I had another Volvo and I loved that Volvo too, but it was a modern Volvo. It was a newer model Volvo when I got, I had that one first before I even had this one. And the difference was that that Volvo was fast and quick because it was a sporty Volvo, and it was great too. I loved it. But this one was just as powerful. It wasn't as quick and fun to drive, but it's much more luxurious to drive. This car was just pure luxury. The sound system, the seating, the power of the engine, it had a moonroof. It was just, you just felt like pure luxury when you're driving that car. So I would definitely, all the way, say yes to one of these vehicles. I don't know how the modern Volvos are. I'm guessing they're probably pretty nice. I have driven some brand new models, because they loan you those cars when you're going to get an oil change or you're going to get anything done to your vehicle. They loan you a loaner car that are brand new. So I have driven some, and they're nice, but it's nothing like mine. I liked mine way more than like the new ones. And some people might, say, hey, they think I'm crazy or whatever, but it was just like night and day. The new Volvos, they're nice, but I didn't prefer all the way they make the center console and all the, the metal and the plastic, and just the way they're constructed. It just didn't feel the same. And even, I'm telling you, even the luxuriousness of the car, I don't know, it just felt different. It felt like maybe it was heavier than the other cars to drive, and that gave it more of a luxurious feel. And then, just like I said, the way they're built, the way they're made, the new Volvos are... they have all this stuff in there that's just kind of, it's not as simplistic, it's more technical with all the electronics and all the buttons, and just way too much stuff that you don't really need. Takes away, I think, from the beauty of the car. So I don't know if you can get this model. I more than recommend it. It's just a great ride. Mine had dual power seats. I'll put in slides, pictures of the inside and the outside. And then of course I changed the rims. That's the only thing that I did to it, except for I think I tinted the windows. But other than that, everything was stock, and I did keep the original rims. And I sent him with the man that bought the vehicle from me. So he had the original and the new rims, because in my other video I show how I put the other rims on the Volvo, and so I have a video on that. But it looks good with both type rims and just even any kind of rims. But you know, if you see some of these younger people will buy this model and they put these amazing rims and they lower the bodies of these Volvo V70s and they look amazing, really slick. But and you can see, if you see them test driven too in some of these videos, you can see the power of this Volvo. You just see the power and how smooth. It's kind of like aerodynamic, the way they're kind of low, and so they take those turns and the curves and everything's so slick, and so with so much power though with these Volvo V70s. So yeah, I mean, I miss this vehicle. Now I kind of look back and think, man, I should have kept this vehicle. It is one of the nicest cars I've ever had. Just amazing if you can get your hands on one, and it's preference, I suppose. Again, the new ones and the older ones. I'd like to test drive one of the newer wagons. Maybe I'd like those better than some of the modern Volvos, just like the 4-door and stuff like that I've driven while my car was having the oil changed. Maybe I would have a better review for the or comparison for the new wagons, because those are pretty nice looking. But yeah, there's nothing like the old ones, and if you can get one with low mileage that's as maintained as mine, oh, you're gonna have an amazing vehicle. So that's my review, and like I said, I am going to put some pictures in here of the overall vehicle. And if you're in the market for one of these, I highly recommend it. They're easy to maintain. Beautiful car overall. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and please like and subscribe. It would help out the channel quite a bit. Help me out. Thank you. Have a great day.